to turn this and this into something like this. This is the stuff you need: saw, stirring stick, bones, pine pitch, candle, example, and rod glue. First things first, we got to cut the piece of bone out that we're actually gonna use for this. When you're cutting bone, it's best to use a smaller tooth tool, smaller tooth saw. That's just the proper blade type to use on bone. What I want to do is use like these 3 teeth here. So I'm going to cut here and then cut here, and the rod, the ferrule rod, will go into this part. It's a little thin here. I'm probably going to have to grind down the end of this firesteel to do that, but we'll see. Let's get started, eh? Good thing about bone is it's a carvable material. Okay. That's how that looks. Let's see. I'm gonna have to get something to gouge that out of there with. Some sort of hook tool or a screwdriver probably would work. Doesn't smell bad. It smells just like Crisco. There we go. That's the ticket. See that? That's the ticket. Pushing it through. Now we'll get the rod ready. Not a problem. And it does not fit. So we're going to have to, either I can drill out this bone here where the teeth are rooted, but instead I'm going to narrow this down on the old grinding wheel. I'm using the old chainsaw file to try to get in here at some of that tooth root. See that? Can you see that? I just used that more aggressive wheel because it's got a corner on it, and I wanted to put these little notches in here to help give the epoxy something to grab onto. I'm just going to make sure this stuff's all dry, try to rough up the inside of this jawbone a little bit so the epoxy can stick to it, you know. Here, I'm going to mess around and crack it. Alright, back to the garage. I'm going to melt some of this pitch and stuff it in the top side of this bone because that's just so solid through and through. That way the epoxy doesn't just leak out all over, you know. I was also thinking about using a piece of stick or a twig, jam it in there, but I think I'm going to try this pitch out. That should do her. Man, this stuff smells awesome. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Check this fit one more time. There we go. That's the ticket. Nice and straight. Just try to remember the orientation. Okay, here's my piece. I'm just using this to hold it straight. See that? See how that works? Then I got this marked where it goes with the teeth. And I'm just going to put it together like that and get it to sit. This comes with a little mixing tray. Nice. Stuff. And that's my old dog. Just get it all around the edges there. Maybe I should use a little more epoxy. I don't know. Looks pretty straight. Now I just let it sit. Alright, now we're just going to finish this up here. Here's the piece. It's still tacky, but that'll dry up later. Now I'm going to put the finishing touches, a little more pitch there, and around this part, of course. I think it's turning out pretty good, though. I like how it looks. I can just put as much as I want on and try to sort it all out later. When it gets tacky, you can mush it around. That's pretty good. Some more on the back end. Now we just do the little final melt, you know, to get it nice and shiny. Okay, there it is.